Hi, I'm Cruickshank. I'm the HSEQ Manager and Senior Technical Advisor for SafetyDocs by SafetyCulture. We're a subsidiary company of SafetyCulture, and I would say we're arguably Australia's largest provider of primarily health and safety documents, although we do have management systems for environmental management and quality management as well. So standards are very important for our industry. Health and safety is a heavily regulated industry, and in fact, standards are mentioned in the regulations. Where they are mentioned in the regulations, that they need to be followed almost as if it's a part of the regulation itself. So, for example, in the Queensland WH regulation and the electrical safety regulations for Queensland, standards are mentioned, quite often. Like, for example, there's the electrical installation for wiring standard, AS/NZS 3012. We have standards for pressure vessels, there's standards for diving work. There's even standards still mentioned for 4801, which is a now superseded health and safety standard. So it's very important for our customers that we get that right in our documentation, that the standards are covered. We also sell integrated and standalone management systems for 45,001, 9001 quality, and 14,001 environmental standards. So it's critical that we refer to the standards when we're producing our documentation for our customers. So in 2015, the United Nations set 17 Sustainable Development Goals that were adopted by all the United Nations member states globally. These 17 goals cover a raft of issues from education, health, clean water, environment. And Sustainable Development Goal number 3 refers to good health and well-being for populations around the world. Health and safety slots straight into that goal. The ILO, the International Labour Organization, estimates that there's 2.3 million workers die every year in work and health and safety incidents, and 160 million workers suffer from non-fatal incidents. So that's a massive impact on the global economy and just people's lives in general. So standards standard, I guess it's a funny way to say it, but the standards set the technical requirements for meeting these goals. So in terms of health and safety, we have multiple standards in Australia that fit into working at height, like I talked about before, pressure vessels, health and safety. So without these standards to set the technical requirements to meet these goals, it's going to be very hard pressed to meet that by 2030. So in my mind, standards are absolutely critical to meet this. Now this is a good one. This is a bit of a favourite of mine. I'm on a bit of a health kick at the moment, so I'm very much into olive oil, and there's a standard, AS 5264 2011 standard for classifications of olive oils, which is really interesting. There's actually 5 different grades of olive oil: extra virgin, virgin, ordinary virgin, refined, and blended oil. So I wasn't aware of this until a little while ago. It's super interesting. Make sure if you guys want to buy olive oil for consumption that you look on the label and make sure that standard is actually mentioned, and make sure you get extra virgin if you want to get the best olive oil.